New video with your boy Big. What comes around goes around, and new video with your boy. Yay! I don't know what that was, but welcome back to another video by yours truly. So today's video is not a tier list. Whoa. So today this video is gonna be different. Alright, so we're gonna be taking a look at the data mined Pokemon of what to expect going into the Crown of Tundra in terms of the Pokemon returning. I'm going to be looking at these mons and tell you their competitive usage or potential, or what, like, just basically my thoughts of the competitive format going into the future of Sword and Shield. I'm going to be speaking from a doubles perspective because that's pretty much what I've been playing all this generation. I haven't touched singles at all this generation. You know, I probably should, but I don't know. Anyways, you see the list here. I'm just gonna talk about their final evolutions, and maybe if there's any notable mid evolutions like Golbat, for example, I'll just talk about that. But anyways, okay. Nidoqueen and Nidoking. Alright, these two Pokemon, spectacular singles Pokemon for UU and NU. I think it was NU, right? For Nidoqueen. But yeah, most notably, Nidoking in the past, being in UU, has been proven to be one force to be reckoned with because of sheer force life orb attacks. And overall, Nidoking just has some phenomenal stats and move pools to be able to cover a lot of things. You can run a mixed attacking Nidoking with Sucker Punch and then 3 special attacking moves for coverage. It's just overall a really good Pokemon. How does Nidoking and Nidoqueen perform in doubles though? I mean, you can probably run Nidoking as a choice scarfer at most with sheer force, but like, I think you want Life Orb to have that added effect and power. But there's really not much usage for these guys. Because of Dynamax, maybe Nidoqueen would be kind of suitable for Dynamax because it's more bulkier than Nidoqueen or Nidoking. But I mean, overall, these two pretty much have relatively the same aspect in terms of battling capabilities. But Nidoking is just a bit bulkier with, you know, setting up Stealth Rocks, but then Nidoking is one of the more offensive ones. But they both perform relatively well in singles. But so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Golbat is a good Eviolite Pokemon. I know a lot of people like to run Eviolite Golbat back in the days in singles. It's not going to be too much of a bad Pokemon if I do say so myself. Jinx, I don't really see it performing well at all, unless you have like Fake Out, Icy Wind, Lovely Kiss, I don't know, something like that. I don't see Jinx actually performing well at all. Electabuzz Magmar, good singles mon. You can have them run Eviolite if you would like. You can pretty much run Eviolite on any mid-stage Pokemon at this point in the game because, you know, Gen 8 offers a lot of potential for these guys. But Electabuzz and Magmar in doubles though, Magmar has seen some usage in doubles with Follow Me. I don't know if they run a Flame Body, but I'm pretty sure they do instead of Vital Spirit. But Flame Body, Follow Me, Magmar with Eviolite is a tank. Can be able to tank some hits, but because of Dynamax, I don't think it's going to be that useful, but we can still experiment and see how that goes. Omastar, Kabutops, and Aerodactyl. How do you pronounce that? You know what, doesn't even matter. Aerodactyl singles always proven to be a threat because of Mega Evolution and whatnot. Aerodactyl has been proven to be one heck of a monster. Even in Gen 4 Aerodactyl was pretty good, but now with Dynamax and without Mega Evolution, I think Aerodactyl is going to be a mediocre Pokemon. But I do believe it's still going to hit hard when Dynamax, when using Max Airstream or Rockfall or Max Quake or anything like that. Kabutops and Omastar, I think you just need to operate these guys under the rain. If you give Choice Band to Kabutops in rain, I'm pretty sure it's going to just be a menace, like how it was in previous generations. The 3 Cantonian birds, I can see Zapdos making the most usage out of those 3 in terms of doubles. Articuno and Moltres are pretty much bottom tier in terms of singles ranks, but most notably Zapdos is probably gonna have a better effect than the 3 of them combined for doubles. But yeah, Dragonite coming back is interesting because of its ability multi-scale. You'll be able to tank a hit from whatever dragon type move you're gonna tank, theoretically speaking, if it's super effective on you, right? Or an ice type move. You have Dynamaxed and multi-scale, and if you're having a Life Orb on top of that and you go for a Max Airstream or Max Wormwind or anything like that, I think Dragonite is going to be one of those Pokemon in the metagame that's going to have some very good potential. So I'm actually really excited for Dragonite to be back. Crobat is also another, it's a pretty interesting Pokemon for doubles, if I do say so myself. It's got Super Fang, access to Tailwind. It's going to be a cool Pokemon to Dynamax as well because it has some decent HP. Actually, no, its HP is pretty good for a Crobat, yeah. It's got some good attacking power. I can also see this thing being one of the max airstream poison type things, whatever you want to call them. Like, if you pair this up with a good special attacker, like for example Alakazam, okay, just for an example, and you go for max airstream and then max poison, whatever, you boost the special attacks. I mean, that's pretty good. I think Crobat, you can run Crobat either physically or specially, doesn't really matter. But overall, like, Crobat's a very versatile Pokemon. I really like Crobat, it's pretty good. The 3 dogs for Gen 2, I'm not sure if they're going to be VGC legal, but if they are, I can see Suicune putting in a lot of work, and so is Raikou. I don't know if I can think about anything for Entei. I don't know, Choice Scarf Eruption maybe? Something like that, I don't know. But Suicune being the bulky water dog that it is, it's going to be pretty decent. The 2 legendary birds of Ho-Oh and Lugia for Gen 2. I mean, there's no really much of an Ubers game right now for doubles VGC, but I mean, I can't really comment on that right now. But they are good for singles. Ho-Oh and Lugia with multi-scale is pretty good. And then I think Ho-Oh gets regenerated for its Hidden Release, so that's also pretty good. So, and Ho-Oh is proven to be a very big threat with Sacred Fire. And then you all know how Lugia likes to be that wall. And with pressure, like you can run like a pressure set. Yeah, you can do a lot of things with Lugia, I feel like. The one thing that actually caught my eye, the Hoenn starters. They're actually making their return, apparently, based off this list. Most notably, I think Swampert and Blaziken are going to be performing well in doubles rather than Sceptile. Sceptile isn't really too bulky, its moveset isn't really too versatile, but Blaziken does have a lot of move options, and Swampert is a pretty good tank. So if I Dynamaxed Swampert with Assault Vest, and I gave it like Ice Punch, Earthquake, Waterfall, and like, I don't know, Stone Edge for max Rockfall or just Rock Slide in general, I feel like it's going to be a really good mod in general for the metagame, and I do think it's going to be a healthy option, especially for rain teams. Blaziken having its signature ability, well, I wouldn't say signature ability, its iconic ability of Speed Boost, it's going to help that thing out a lot. You can just Protect or Max Guard or whatever, I don't know what you want to do, but you can do whatever you want and get that Speed Boost going. And there's no Mega, so you don't have to worry about Mega Blaziken and that incredible stats that it gets, but you can Dynamax this Blaziken and potentially just go for some hard-hitting attacks. High Jump Kick, Brave Bird, Flare Blitz, etc. So I think Blaziken and Swamp are gonna have a really good time in the VGC metagame for now. Agron, I don't really see much of Agron doing anything. Altaria as well. Cradilly and Armaldo. I mean, Cradilly, if you want a Storm Drain, like I'm pretty sure you can put that up against a Dracovish, and then Cradilly's Storm Jet would just absorb that. You can probably do something like that. Absol, Absol's a pretty good priority attacker, but it's not that fast and it's pretty frail, so I don't think it's gonna have that much usage. Walrein and Hail teams. Let's see. The Walrus is fat, and when the Walrus is fat, that means the defense is fat, you know? It's a Dynamax Walrein probably isn't something you want to sleep on, but I don't think it's gonna be a viable option, as I'm pretty sure whatever else you have on your team is probably more capable of taking advantage of Dynamax in a better way. But I don't know, I like Walrein. Oh my god, I had like almost a voice crack right there. I don't know what's going on. But anyways, Walrein in general, I feel like it's going to be a very solid tank in a way that's going to last quite a while if you don't want to take care of it. But with the fighting types running around and like Libero, Cinderace, I don't know. You gotta, there's a lot of experimenting that needs to be done with these Pokemon returning. And if you didn't notice, there's a bunch of Gen 3 stuff here. Oh my goodness. Salamence is a notable one, with Hurricane giving it speed boosts and whatnot with max Airstream is also pretty cool. I think it's gonna get Hurricane based off the tutors leaks that we saw earlier this year. But yeah, Salamence is going to be a very, very good Pokemon returning. Intimidate is nothing to be slept on, obviously, and having that capability of max Airstreaming and max Run Winding, even just Dragon Dancing in general for singles battles, it's gonna be pretty good. Metagross returning is something I'm very, very excited for. We actually need some more Steel types that are capable of taking some hits and able to dish out a lot of damage, and Metagross is just that candidate, in my opinion, for that to happen. And Dynamax Metagross is actually gonna be something really cool that I'm excited to use. The Regis, I don't really see too much competitive usage. Lotties, Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna allow the Latios and Lotties twins to in the VGC format. I'm pretty sure they'll let Regis, right? But I don't think the Lotties. If they allow the Lotties, that's over. Soldo isn't something to sleep on either. Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, the Ubers metagame, we all know how standard that is. But anyways, Spiritomb, not really much of a threat in doubles. I mean, what are you gonna do? Sucker Punch at most, and then Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, whatever. I mean, I'm just thinking about Gen 4 sets right now every time I take a look at Spiritomb. But yeah, it's not gonna really, I don't think it's gonna make too much of an impact, to be honest. I mean, you can probably put this thing up against the Dracobolt, but I don't know. You gotta be like crazy out of your mind to do something like that. Garchomp is going to be a game changer. Garchomp has been proven to be one of the best Pokemon ever in VGC, and a lot of people like staple that boy up on their teams because it's just a really good ground type. Like this is gonna be the counter to Excadrill and Tyranitar. So it's gonna be really, really good. I'm actually really excited for Garchomp. Garchomp is like one of my favorite Pokemon. I think like my third favorite, yeah, because Darkrai is my first, Infernape's my second, and then Garchomp. I love Garchomp. It's my top 3 Pokemon. Electivire and Magmortar. Oh man, they give Magmortar and Electivire such cool designs, but like the usages and capabilities that these two can have could have been better. Could have been better in move pools or whatever. Like Magmortar can be good for some teams, but like how far is that gonna go, right? You can give it Mach Punch and Cross Chop and whatnot, make it physical. I don't know that. I just really hope they got, or I really wished I should say that they got better as the generations went on. But hey, I'm not saying Magmortar and Electivire are terrible Pokemon. They're awesome. The Lake Trio, not really too much to comment about the Lake Trio. Again, I don't know if they're gonna allow it, but from what we've seen in the past for Azoth, you know, dual screens, explosion, Stealth Rock, Master Spray is probably that versatile Stealth Rock U-turn Pokemon. But I'm not really sure for doubles, to be honest. Like, what would you do for these guys? I don't know. You can experiment with them. Cool. Dialga, Palkia, Uber's metagame again. They're just there to dish out damage. Heatran is actually a big one. Heatran is actually one of the best steel types out there for the current or from past generations, and like having it in VGC 2020, I feel like it's gonna be huge, especially with Cresselia. Cresselia is always known as being one of the greatest tanks ever known in history. Regigigas and Giratina. I mean, Regigigas isn't really gonna be used as much because of slow start, unless you got like neutralizing gas or something. But I don't know. Giratina's an Uber. We don't really count Ubers here. Victini, I don't think they allow mythicals, so we don't have to comment about that. Audino, we don't speak of Audino. Caracosta could be good for water teams, but overall, I mean, it's too slow. Shell Smashing is something you can do. It's gonna be good in singles for sure. Archeops is returning. I can see Archeops putting in some usage for doubles. The Archeops is something that you don't want to sleep on, even though you got Defiast or whatever it's called. That lowers its attack or whatever. I don't even remember, but I know it gets a nerf once you're below half HP. But I do see some Archeops usages that can probably rise up into the ladder, or just usage in general. As current Tundra rolls in. Cryogonal, not really gonna talk about that because it's not gonna be useful. The genies are gonna be huge. Landorus and Thundurus, most notably. Thundurus with its Prankster Thunder Wave, and then Landorus just being Landorus. And I'm assuming with these 3 genies, the alternative forms are gonna be back as well, such as Therian forms. So we all know Thundurus is, or Landorus, is going to be the one making its comeback with the Intimidate, being the excellent counter that it is to Grisand teams, such as Excadrill and Tyranitar. It's just going to be an overall overwhelming threat. Intimidate is something that it's going to help it in the long run. It's going to help your team as well. It can dish out so much damage because of its stats and whatnot. But there's so many things you can do with that. Genesect, not allowed. Tyrantrum and Aurora and Carbink. I mean, yeah, nobody's going to use those. More Uber's Mons, Diancie, no. Volcania, no. The Tapus, oh my goodness gracious, bro. Like, here's the thing, Rillaboom getting Grassy Surge was the coolest thing ever, but I think Rillaboom can outclass, actually no, never mind. Tapu Bulu is actually just a mind of its own. Yeah, never mind. These Tapus are gonna be going brazy. Yeah, oh man, it's gonna be a Gen 7 metagame all over again. I really hope the Tapus don't make it in. I really hope they don't allow them. Keep that stuff in Gen 7. Like all the Ultra Beasts as well. Keep that stuff out of here. I don't want to see those guys make their return. It's going to be annoying. Naganadel is really annoying. Stack a Tackle. Oh, that Building Cinder Block is going to be annoying. Ballisifalon. That's just that's the Glass Cannon Kartana. Like all these guys right here in singles are going to make a huge impact, obviously, with what the current metagame is like. But overall, man, I keep burping in these videos. Someone needs to keep track of how many times I do them. But overall, my biggest eye-opener were the Poland starters. I do think Swampert is going to be pretty cool to look at going into the future. But yeah, those are my thoughts for the competitive. That's my analysis. If you guys have any analysis thingy theories that you guys are making on your own, let me know in the comment section down below. If I didn't cover something that you thought I could cover that you should mention in the comments, go ahead and do so. But other than that, those are my thoughts. Now just a nice little video here for you guys talking about the future of competitive. But yeah, I'm in the series 5 is rolling around right now. By the time I'm recording this, is coming out tomorrow, which is Wednesday. no, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. By the time you're watching this, you know what? You get the point, okay? Season 5, Series 5 for VGC. It's already rolling, okay? It's about to be lit. I'm excited. I'm happy. And by the time you're probably watching this, I'm probably am happy with the Pokemon that I'm using. Okay, anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. Consistency from here on out. Hopefully, keep your fingers crossed. Leave a like, leave a comment. I would appreciate it. Help me reach my subscription goal of 750. I would appreciate it. And all that good stuff. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, that I've been Big, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye!